How's it going, guys? Welcome to Ambro's Landscaping YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over our uniforms that we use in our company. Over the past year I've gotten a lot of comments and a lot of emails asking me what type of material they are and then where we also get them done. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is our t-shirts. Now you guys probably see these in a lot of our videos and we absolutely love these things. We were using cotton t-shirts that you can get easily from Vistaprint, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Basically, I went into my there's a local clothing store that basically makes our logos for all of our hats, t-shirts and everything, and this is what they had. So what this shirt actually is, like I said, it's 100% polyester, but it's also a sports team kind of jersey shirt. It's more for, like, you know, well, anything, mostly for soccer is what they had on the picture. The reason why I went with this was because, for one, they're really stretchable, and so they can retain their shape, where cotton shirts tend to get stretched out, and especially down at the bottom, then they start to look like a dress, and I absolutely hate that. So I wanted something that would kind of stick to my body a little bit more and wasn't flopping and getting stretched out all the time. So we decided to go with this shirt, the polyester. Another great thing about them is that they're very breathable, so even though the shirt's black, and in the summer when it's really hot, we actually don't get honestly too hot from them compared to like a cotton shirt, because since these things are very breathable and they're really smooth, you know, on your body, you don't tend to sweat as much, and so I absolutely love them for that. So a lot of guys are also wondering what type of brand it is, and the brand is 𝐒𝐓𝐷. It's also the same brand that makes our sweatshirts, which is really nice, which those are 100% polyester, which we'll get to in a little bit. But these things are really nice. The logos tend to stay on there really well. We're on a cotton shirt, they tend to crack. Eventually these will. We were having some problems with our shirts and sweatshirts last year, which is why for about 4 months you didn't see us with sweatshirts. What actually happened was the people that made our shirts, the manufactured, what they did was they sent, in the red color, the Ambros, they sent the wrong type of material, and that doesn't work on polyester. So what was happening was it was cracking and peeling off, and it looked really bad. So they had to redo all of our t-shirts and all of our sweatshirts. Luckily it didn't cost us anything. So that was the only problem that we had with them, but with the correct material, as you can see, it actually works really well. It flexes with the material, like you can crumble it up like this, and it actually, you know, keeps its shape and stays on the shirt really well. So we got them on the back, as you can see, and then we also decided to get them on the front, just because the whole front area just looked completely black and looked kind of stupid. In my local town, to get this done, this was $10, and I think this was $20 or maybe $15, and the shirts alone are, I think, about $20 each, 20 or 25, somewhere around that area. So they're not too bad. You know, it's a lot cheaper to go with the cotton shirt, but these things will last way longer compared to like the stuff that you buy off of Vistaprint. All right, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is our sweatshirts. Now, I absolutely love these sweatshirts. These things are just like the t-shirts, 100% polyester, same brand, which is the 𝐒𝐓𝐷. These things, they can stretch really well too. They have kept their shape over the past, I think, year and a half since we've had them, and I absolutely love these sweatshirts. They're, like I said, even in the summertime we can wear these and they're very breathable. The only time is in the wintertime, like now, since they're a little bit more breathable, you don't stay as warm, so that's why I usually wear my sweatshirt plus my raincoat, which we will talk about next. But other than that, this thing is really smooth. You see a lot of t-shirts, or actually a lot of sweatshirts nowadays, going to this polyester, and I honestly had nothing bad to say about it. One thing that's nice about this is that the colors don't fade. I'm not sure if I said this in the t-shirts, but the colors don't fade as fast as cotton. So it retains its shape, it retains its color a lot longer. And another biggest reason is that polyester doesn't hold in all the body odor smells like cotton does. And the only reason why I say that was I had a employee a couple of years ago. I'm not sure if he was in some of my videos, maybe he was. He had a horrible body odor, and it was really bad. I don't want to go too far into it, but luckily this still didn't keep the smell off of him, but it did a lot better compared to a cotton shirt. But like I said, since you're not sweating as much, since this thing's really breathable, it also doesn't hold in nasty odors for a long time either. So absolutely love these things. I would start looking into 100% polyester clothing, just because it lasts a lot longer, though it might be a little bit more compared to cotton. You will honestly fall in love with this stuff. All right, so the last clothing that we have that everyone sees is our raincoats. The reason why I say raincoats is because they're really not. When the people that I asked to do my coats, when I asked them for a raincoat, this is more of like a windbreaker slash light rain, but it does not do good in heavy rain. So I'm actually looking at getting actual raincoats that are like 100%. These are like 10% rainproof, you know? But other than that, these are the same thing. This is Port Authority is the brand. The one thing I like about this sweatshirt is that the hood can actually retract into its collar, and so you can either have a hood on or hood off and hide that, which I really like. Another big thing that I absolutely love about them with any coat that I get is that it has the adjustable straps down by the waist, because like I said, I don't like my sweatshirts and shirts kind of wiggling all around and flinging all around, so I like it to be nice and tight around my hips so it doesn't look so sloppy. So I always find coats with that, and I would honestly recommend them because they're really nice. And then luckily, like, the coat is just the way it is with the same colors and everything like that. There's tons of other brands, there's tons of other colors and everything like that. And basically all we did was that we went in and got this stitched on. The other ones were heat pressed on, where this one is actually stitched on. And I think just for this little logo alone was, I think, $10, $15. It may be different in some clothing stores, but what they'll do is they'll actually charge you a setup fee because it takes time to get your logo in the system. So it was actually one setup fee for the stitching, and then they have to do another setup fee for the heat press, which is what's on our t-shirts and sweatshirts. So be sure to check that out. Like I said, every single place is going to be completely different in pricing as well. But for this sweatshirt, it made more sense to go with this stitching compared to the heat press. All right, guys, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is what we used to wear. Now, we used to wear, of course, the cotton t-shirts that you can get from Vistaprint. And the reason why I don't like these is because you can see how the colors really faded compared to our polyester. You can see the blacks are just completely different. This shirt does stretch out, which I do not like. And if you look at the logo's really cracked, and that's also faded too. Now, this is a different logo because this is like one whole piece, where when they designed my t-shirts, instead of doing my actual logo, what they did was they just took the basic ones because it would have cost more to do it. And so what you see is the black background is actually that of the t-shirt, and then we just did the red lettering, the gray landscaping, and then the border around the outside. And I actually prefer this one because it's a lot nicer. But other than that, I stopped using the cotton because we were getting so hot and sweaty in this stuff. It stretches, it fades, and then the logo starts to crack really bad. Depending if you have a logo, you know, this is one big solid logo. I know a lot of guys have just, like, you know, individual lettering. It may be like a tiny little logo, so it may last a little bit longer. But you know, if you're on a budget and you're just starting out, then there's nothing wrong with Vistaprint shirts. I'm just saying, eventually when you want to upgrade, if you're looking for clothing that lasts a little bit longer, I would definitely look at 100% polyester. I'm not sure if Vistaprint now does that or not, but it's worth taking a look at. Now, a lot of you guys are probably wondering what the prices were on these. So we'll start with the t-shirts. The t-shirts, like I said, I believe they're anywhere from $20 to maybe actually $15 to $25. I'll just get a good range in there. Like I said, every company, every place is going to be different. But those ones, the t-shirts range anywhere from $15 to $25, and then logos will vary. To get the whole t-shirt done, I think they were about $35 to maybe $40 each. If you buy a certain amount for places like the place where I get my stuff done, if you buy a certain amount at a time, they will actually give you a discount. Now, the next thing is the sweatshirts. The sweatshirts, I believe, go for about $40, I believe, each $40 to $50, and then the logos, like I said, are another about $15 to $20 on top of that. So each sweatshirt costs about $60, $65, but with how long they last, it is definitely worth the money in my eyes, because you look really professional, they keep their colors, and you're not having to renew your shirts and t-shirts every single year. And then we'll get to the raincoat. Basically, you can choose any raincoat that you want. You can get the cheap $30, $40 one. The one that I purchased, as you see in the video, was anywhere from $50 to $60, and then to get the stitching on the chest was about $10 to $15, so not too much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know that a lot of people have been asking us over the past year or two what uniforms we use, so I'm glad that we were able to get this up to you guys. If you have any more questions in regards to them, be sure to leave them in the comment box below. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time on Ambro's Landscaping.